Hello students, how are you all? Hope you all are fine and liking my videos. Today we will continue our chapter 8 of Geography, India, Climate, Vegetation and Wildlife. What we are going to study in this chapter? We are going to study about the major factors that are responsible for variation in Indian climate. Before that, do share this video with all your friends and subscribe my channel, and don't forget to hit the bell icon so that you get all the notifications. So coming to the topic, factors responsible for climate variation. First factor is location. So if I say the Tropic of Cancer passes through India, dividing it into almost two equal parts. Southern India falls in the torrid zone while the northern part falls in the temperate zone. This results in hot or tropical type of climate which extends to a large part of the India. Now coming to the next factor, that is altitude. The Himalaya play an important role in shaping the climate condition of India. The northern India, though fall in the temperate zone, enjoy rather hot climate due to the presence of the Himalaya. The Himalaya act as a barrier against the cold wind blowing from the Arctic region. The monsoon winds are prevented by the Himalaya from crossing over into Central Asia, thus bringing rain to India in the summer season. Then the next factor is distance from the sea. Now, how far the region is from the sea also affect the climate. India is a peninsula with a long coastline but mostly fall in the torrid zone. The Bay of Bengal and the Arabian Sea exert a moderating influence on the climate condition of the coastal area. In these areas, the climate remains almost same throughout the year because of the cold winds blowing from the sea. Therefore, the climate of this area is also known as equable climate. Places which are far away from the sea experience extreme climate, means very hot summer and very cold winter. Now the next factor is relief. The part of India that are located in higher altitude enjoy cool climate because the temperature decreases with the increasing in altitude. Therefore, hill stations like Kodaikanal or Ooty enjoy a cool climate, though they are situated in Tamil Nadu, which is near the equator. Some of the extreme example in India, you have severe arid condition in Jaisalmer and Bikaner, and you have freezing cold condition in Dras and Kargil. So region of Rajasthan with severe arid condition, and region of Jammu and Kashmir with extreme cold condition. Then you have Mumbai and Kolkata, which are the port area, or you can say coastal area. Coastal areas are moderate, and the region of highest rainfall in the world is Mawsynram in Meghalaya. It was previously Cherrapunji, but since decade it has been Mawsynram. So then our next topic that we are going to continue is natural vegetation. Again, when we talk about vegetation, we can classify vegetation in India on 5 types or 5 major categories. The first is tropical evergreen forest. Then you have tropical deciduous forest, then desert vegetation, then mountain vegetation, and at last mangrove vegetation. The natural vegetation of India ranges from tropical to Arctic region. There are almost 5,000 species of trees in India, in which nearly half are timber tree. Now let's understand these natural vegetation one by one. Coming to first, tropical evergreen forest. These forests are found in the area receiving heavy rainfall, more than 200 centimeter annual rainfall. They are very dense. Even the sunlight does not reach the ground. Numerous species of trees are found in these forests. Different types of trees shade their leaves at different time of the year. Therefore, these forests always appear green and are known as a evergreen forest. So, let's understand with the help of the example. Suppose you have Four species A, B, C and D. Now A will shed their leaves in winter and that time B, C and D would be green. Then next time B would shed their leaves in summer. At that time A, C and D would be green. So at any given season you would see greenery in that region. So that is why we call this region evergreen forest or evergreen region. Those forests are found in Andaman and Nicobar Island along the slope of Western Ghat and part of northeastern state of Assam. West Bengal and Odisha. These trees experience hot and humid climate with short dry season. The important trees of these forests are rosewood, ebony and mahogany. Now coming to the second, the tropical deciduous forest. These are the most widespread forests in India. These forests are also known as the monsoon forest. They are less dense and shed their leaves at a specific time of the year. They are found in area where the annual average rainfall is between 100 to 200 centimeter. The area where they are found are most of the Ganga plains, the Shivalik ranges, the eastern slope of the Western Ghat, some part of Odisha, Madhya Pradesh and Chhattisgarh, Jharkhand. The important trees of these forests are teak, sal, sandalwood, babool, peepal, neem and many more. Vast area covered by these forests have been cleared up to provide land for cultivation. Now coming to the third vegetation, that is desert vegetation. It is found in the dry or desert area of the country which receive low rainfall and have high temperature. The trees are sparse with bushes and shrubs between them. In some plants, leaves are in the form of spines to avoid loss of water. Most of the plants have deep root, thick bark and long needle-like thorn. This type of vegetation is found in Rajasthan, Haryana, Gujarat, Madhya Pradesh, Deccan Plateau and the eastern slope of Western Ghat. The main trees of this type of vegetation are kikar, cactus, babool and khair. Now coming to the fourth type of vegetation, that is mountain vegetation. The vegetation in the mountain differ with variation in height. The temperature decreases with increasing in altitude with affect the type of the vegetation found on mountains. Therefore, the mountain vegetation differ from tropical to the alpine types. At the height of 1500 to 2500 meter, trees are conical in shape and are known as coniferous. The main tree of the mountainous type of forest are pine, kedar, silver fir, devdar, oak, chestnut and jeer. Below this level, for example, up to an altitude of 1000 meter, tropical deciduous forests are found, consisting of hardwood like bamboo and sal. Above 3500 meter, for example, just below the area which are always covered with snow, we find alpine meadows, which consist of shrubs and grasses. Trees are not found at these height. Now coming to the last type of vegetation, or you can say last type of forest, that are mangrove forests. These forests are found in the place which are flooded by high tides of the sea. The vegetation of these forests can survive in saline water as well as in fresh water. These types of forests are found along the coastline, backwaters and salt marshes, mostly in the delta region where rivers merge into the sea. Such vegetation is found almost all along the eastern coast, especially in the large delta formed by rivers like Ganga, Mahanadi, Godavari, Krishna and Kaveri. The lower delta of the Ganga and Brahmaputra river in the West Bengal is an example of mangrove forest. This forest is known as Sundarban due to the presence of Sundari tree. These trees provide hard, oily, and durable wood. Mangrove forests are also found in the Andaman and Nicobar. As I have told you that water is salty and marshy, the roots pop out from the ground and therefore they are known as aerial roots. And aerial roots are also known as nematophorous, and these are the five common vegetation that are seen in India. Now, why the forests are important? Forests provide oxygen to us. They act as carbon sink because they are the largest observer of carbon dioxide. Dioxide that exhausted would be absorbed by plants, so plantation is an important activity to reduce the pollution. They also bind the soil and prevent soil erosion. They provide us timber for furniture. They provide food products, gum, honey. They help in attracting rain, conserving soil, control flood, generate tourism. They provide shelter and habitat to numerous wildlife, and to protect and conserve forests. India has been organizing one Mahotsav for forest program for long. So these are some of the major importance of the tree that are highlighted. Now the next important topic is wildlife. In reference of India, Indian forests contain a variety of wildlife. They are home to 80,000 species of animal and about 1200 species of bird. Many species of reptiles are also found in India. Now let's talk about national animal and national bird. The national animal is tiger and it is found in 43 tiger reserves of our country. The national bird of India is peacock. Wildlife in India is also very rich. Now, India is home to various wildlife which is endemic to specific region. For example, Gir forest is known for Asiatic lion. Then you have Assam, which is famous for one-horned rhinoceros and elephant. You have camel, which are found roaming freely in the Great Indian Desert. Wildasses are found in Run of Kutch. You have wild goats and snow leopards, which are found in Himalayas. Monkey, wolf, Nilgiri, jackal, langur, etc. are found nearly all over India. And then there are certain endemic species which are native to specific region, and some species which are on verge of extinction, or I would say rather endangered. As a result, 1 week of October is celebrated as a Wildlife Week, which talks about the awareness programs. Since students and college students talk about how wildlife sanctuary is important and what could be done to preserve wildlife. Project Tiger and Project Crocodile are the two such programs that have been released to understand or conserve wildlife. Many species of snakes like king cobra and kirat are also found in our country. Our rivers are home to Ganga dolphin, alligators and crocodile. India is also home for a numerous migratory birds. Migratory bird means the birds which are coming from some other nation. For example, let's talk about Siberian cranes. Siberian cranes come in India in the month of December from Siberia, and their basic reason attribute is the Siberian during the winter month because extreme cold. As a result, these Siberian cranes have to migrate to warmer places and to find shelter, and those birds which migrate from one place to another or which move from one place to another based on the seasonal variation are known as migratory birds. So some common example are pelicans, Siberian cranes, flamingo, stork, curial, pintail ducks. There are many bird sanctuaries like Bharatpur Bird Sanctuary, Salim Ali Bird Sanctuaries, and Sultan in India. Dr. Salim Ali was known as the Birdman of India. He was the first Indian to conduct a systematic study of bird. He helped in the establishment of Bharatpur Bird Sanctuary. Here we have completed our this chapter. In the further video, we will continue this chapter with question answer. Please don't forget to subscribe my channel and hit the bell button. Thank you. Have a nice day.